I probably won't be home in time for the post office to be open. I'll get them in the morning. Dubuque is 35. We're at 1782.0. See the buds on that tree, they're just starting to bud, but everything's pretty well not growing yet here. Some of these trees look like they might have just the beginning of buds, but nothing should be growing here. This is pretty far north. We're almost to southern Wisconsin. Pretty much looks like winter here, just without the snow. Here they don't have a snow cover all year this far south, but it's pretty cold. The snow, there's like a line right along the Illinois-Wisconsin state line. North of that, they kind of keep snow for an extended period of time. Nobody here, right? But we're getting close to that area where it's just cold. Another, region, another climate area. We're about in line with Chicago here. They're warmer than Necedah. And then there's like a dividing line near Beloit. Another one, probably just north of Madison. And then you're kind of home above Madison. They keep their snow for the whole winter north of Madison. To some degree, even some areas south, depending on the winter. Madison's a little more mild than we are. Share our climate. We get the lows are the same as Eau Claire, but they have an earlier winter. They get snow sooner than we do. So I gotta build maybe more shelves for all these crystals. When I get these I gotta find somewhere to put them all. I never thought of that until now. There's quite a few of them. If they're taking up quite a bit of the van here, they're going to take up quite a bit of something. I could sell some of them if they're nice. If they're nice enough to sell. I gotta get them cleaned up. I could sell a few. Use them for gifts too. If there's any kind of an occasion where I maybe should give a gift, I could give these are nice enough that I think people would like them. They're not, I don't think there's going to be too many real high-end stuff, but they'd be nice enough that you could give them at a Christmas thing or something like that. I should give one to Tanya. I think she'd appreciate that. We don't really do Christmas there, but I could just give her one anyways. I could run over there Christmas time and give her one. Say, Merry Christmas. Thinking of you. You give Steve one. Maybe you could use him for trade too. He said he had some kind of a statue, and he seemed a little reluctant to. I think he's not sure if he wants to give it away or not. Maybe I can sweeten the pot a little bit and offer him some crystals if it's something I want. Use them for bartering. I mean, they're worth something. I'll keep the best ones. It was an experience to pick them up. I don't know if I found anything terribly valuable. I really don't know yet. I gotta clean them all up, see what they look like. There's one point might be kind of a nice point. That might be my nicest specimen. Might be the most valuable thing I found at one point. That they said it was a DT. If it really is, it might be worth some money. Put that on a shelf. I got a little bit of room on my shelves, but not enough for all this stuff. Some of them I could just keep outside. A lot of people use these for garden rocks. Maybe people that are a little more wealthy, but they use them for garden rocks. I mean, we even had people that had amethyst out in their rock gardens back in Shawnee. They didn't know that it would fade. They just thought it would be pretty. And Eric went over there and stole one of them, and he got that horned coral from me with it. He wanted it that bad that he'd steal amethyst. Jeez. I saw it later. I walked by there and I saw there was amethyst in there. He stole it. It was over by Fosnaz. A rock garden. They had some rocks in their yard, and there was some amethyst. It's not really a good idea to do that because it will fade. I put some in my wall too. I didn't know. It fades in the sun. But they might have even bought it. I mean, this lady that I was digging with, she sells stuff like that to people that do that. And they were clear though, they're not going to fade. But they buy some of the clusters for that. You know, they're just rocks with some crystals on them, maybe not the highest grade. That might be what I have here. And she said that some of the ones I had were worth $100, that they go for around $5 a pound. That's some money. These people buy those and they put them in their rock gardens though, and they pay that much for them. And she says, yeah, that one's worth $100. I think it's this one over here. It's worth $100. It doesn't have real spectacular crystals on it, but it is kind of neat. And she says, yeah, that's worth $100. People use those for rock gardens. They put those outside. I mean, I don't know if something like that should be used in a wall unless it's kind of inset in, because somebody might bump that and either break the crystals or cut themselves, or both.